Top of the morning. Good to have you back on Weighted to Win. It's another edition, and we midweek meeting off to Pietermaritzburg, Hollywoodbet Scottsville for 8 races this afternoon, and it looks to be a nice card. Just chatting to Daryl Marie off air, it does look to be a card where hopefully we can make some money. Just a reminder again about our social media strap. Pop us a message. We'd love to improve the product, and like I keep saying, we'd love to tip you a few winners and set you up for the rest of the week. All right, so we're going to dive straight into it. 8 races. Naturally, it kicks off the bipot. First race goes off at 12:30. It's over 1,000 meters. And the market at the moment has the favorite number 2, Mia's Athena, now trading at 17 to 10. 3, Bitcoin Baby at 5 to 2. And it's 5 to 1 and better bar those. All right, so we're going to jump straight into the show. Daryl Marie's my guest today. A big thank you to Daryl Marie for all his hard work. Daryl, all right, well, we kick on. Yesterday in the Western Cape, I know there were 1 or 2 upsets, but overall a good day for the punters? Yes and no?
Yeah, yes and no, Brandon. What I can say is we're back to fight once again. Try to tip our viewers some winners. I must say, the word has been out with regards to this first time, Mia's Athena, for quite some time now. There is a comment from the syndicate. They're saying she's expected to start her career on a positive note. I see there has been anti-post support for her. Brendan, I don't know if you recall her half-brother, Guinness, trained by Dennis Dreyer. He won the gold medallion. So she's very well related. Just follow the market closer to race time. Of the race runners, obviously there's not much separating number 3, Bitcoin Baby, and number 6, African Beat. But it appears as if Bitcoin Baby is the stable elect because of the jockey arrangements. She started 50 to 1 on debut. There wasn't any support for her, but I watched the replay. It was a fair enough debut, and with that experience, she ought to have come on since then. So in the first leg of the bipod, I've opted to go 3 runners, the 2, the 3, and the 6.
I just want to quickly ask you, I have heard 1 or 2 whispers that perhaps Epic View might be the right one, Dare. Don't quote me. Obviously, word gets around amongst punters and everybody's got some sort of an opinion. But there has been a bit of support around that one now at about 9 to 2. Naming behind Mia's Athena?
Yes, apparently Warren Lenferner's daughter is Mia.
Okay.
And this filly is named after War of Athena, I think. That's where the Athena comes from.
All right, beautiful.
But yes, like I say, she's come to the course today with a reputation.
Okay, yeah. Good man is Warren Lenferner. Of course, Candice does a wonderful job as well. And certainly wishing them all the best over here with the source Mia's Athena, Duncan Howells and Keegan DeMello team up in the first race. Let's go and see what we're doing in terms of selections. The first race, the selections are up on your screen. It is the first leg of the bipot. And Daryl Marie's gone 2, 3, and 6 in the first leg. By 1 and 3, by 2 and 7, by 3 and 4, by 1, 3, 4, 7, and 9, by 3, 4, and 9. And the spend is 360 Rand. All right, we move along to the first leg of the place accumulated. All begins now in race number 2, and I see it's over 1,400 meters. It is a fillies and mares 84 handicap. Let's call up the markets. I see there has been an early scratching already. If you want to update your publications, Lucky Miss is out. An important scratching in the second race, so Lucky Miss comes out. Favourite is Only Hearts, number 6 at 28 to 10. 1 Reef Ways at 3 to 1. Umvula Zana's at 4 to 1, and it's 9 to 2 and better are those. All right, straight to Daryl Marie we go. Daryl, Only Hearts, 28 to 10 in the markets. I know a horse that you've always been upbeat about is this horse Reef Way. Big runner today?
I think she has to be. You know, her 2 post-maiden runs on turf have certainly been decent. And one has to believe she's lightly raced. She must have a lot more to offer. So I've got respect for her. But strictly on form, I think number 3 is the right one over here. Southern Cape, Brandon. Have a look at her last start. She ran... Well, her last 2 starts have been in open company. But in her later start, we've seen Cape Eagle come out and win the Michael Roberts handicap. Also from that form line was Manhattan Cafe. I think that's very strong form. Now, she does race fresh. So I think the drop to the 1,400 could be in her favour. We've seen in the past 3 runs from rest. She's at a 1 and second. So she does race well fresh. I think she's going to be the filly to beat. I'm going to tip 3 from the 1 over here.
Yeah, and tell you what, Johnny Finlayson got some lovely horses on his hands at the moment. I see he's got a big string at the moment with Paul Lafferty, but that was Melek on the Highveld, also a decent campaigner.
I think he's nominated to run in the next couple of days, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, but he certainly put his hand up as an owner and supported the game in a huge, huge way.
All right, let's go and have a look at these selections. It is the first leg of today's Place Accumulator. Selections up on your screen. I am with Daryl Marie in studio, and he's gone 1 and 3. So Reefway and Southern Cape in the first leg, by 2 and 7, by 3 and 4, by 1, 3 and 4, by 3, 4 and 9. Leg 6 going 3, 4, 5 and 8 in the last leg. Banker 2, and the spend is 288 Rand. All right, we move along to race number 3. It is the first leg of today's Pick 6, and I see the favourite is number 2, African Dusk, at 16 to 10. 7 Arverni King at 3 to 1. 6 Gimme Gorgeous at 5 to 1 with the 8 Sir Cedric, and it's 8 to 1 and better bar those. Sereno Moodley teams up over here for the Puller team. Let's go to Daryl Marie. Daryl, what can you tell us over here? African Dusk at about 16 to 10. Yards in good form?
Yeah, changed ownership. This son of Ideal World used to race in Goth's colours himself, I'm sure. So he's having his first run for his new owners. Last time out, Brandon, I thought he was very unlucky. The winner on that occasion got a smoother run in running compared to him, because he had to be taken up for a strider 2 going into that first bend. He was caught further back than Ideal. I think the extra 200 metres is also going to be in his favour, but he's been backed up quite soon after that short rest. On a line through Fine Admiral, there shouldn't be much separating himself and Arverni King. Now, you can see since he's been gelded and fitted with a tongue tie and blinkers, he's been very, very consistent. So I'm not willing to separate the two of them. I think we'll double up over here.
All right, so short and sweet. Let's go and have a look at these selections. Daryl Marie confident that we will double up in terms of this particular race, which will be the Pick 6. I see he's gone 2 and 7. African Dusk and the 7 Arverni King. Those do look to be the right horses in the first leg. I think we'll all be shocked if not one of them were to come through and win race number 3. Second leg, 3, 4 and 5. Third leg, 1, 3, 4, 7, 9. By 3, 4 and 9 in leg 4. By 3, 4, 5, 8 and 9 in leg 5. And at the back, just 2 horses, 2 and 3. And the spend's only 900 Rand. 10% going to cost you 90 Rand. First jackpot starts now in race number 4. Bets need to be on by 20 past 2. I see it's over 1,600 metres. I just want to run through all these scratchings. The 1 Double Martini comes out. The 5 Cherokee Trail has come out. And the 9 Arrows Mark has come out. So 3 scratchings for now. Favourites Ricardo. That's your current favourite at 5 to 2. I tell you, Kelly Haddon in good form at the moment. The 4 Al Dante is at 22 to 10. 7 Teichmann at 7 to 2. And it's 9 to 2 and better bar those. All right, we're going to go to Daryl Marie, who studied up a storm throughout the evening. 3 Ricardo, like I say, Kelly Haddon having a wonderful time as an owner. Really invested in a big way in Durban racing. I know she's got a few horses here on the Highveld. Is this the right one, Daryl?
He fills my second position as a preferred choice of here, Brandon. You know, in his favour, he's very, very fit. I don't know if this run is coming too soon for him, but I watched him move on the poly track last time out to the start, and he didn't move very, very well. So just watch him how he goes to post this time around. One thing in his favour is he loves the Scottsville track, and coming back in trip with only 51 to shoulder, I think he's one of the live wires over here. But I've got a strong preference for number 4 over here, Al Dante. Now you can see this combination team up again. Matthias Windal and Keegan DeMello. Can't do anything wrong. Can Keegan, I think he notched up another 4 winners yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. But the last time they got together, Brandon, they won with Dance Me Lord. That was a cracking ride. Yeah, you've got a son of Wiley Hall, who's a 5-year-old. He's only had 4 starts to date, but he's having his peak run this time round, and he's unexposed of this trip. You can see he came back in a 1400. They put him in a sprint, back over a mile now. Well, over a mile for the first time. If he's better over this distance, he's ahead of the handicapper. So I'm going to side with number 4 in a big way over here. Ricardo, the obvious danger.
I just want to quickly ask you, Daryl, a yard that's banging form as well is Wendy Whitehead. This horse, Teichmann, been as consistent as the day is long. Any space for this one, trifectas, quartets?
He must go into trifectas and quartets. I just had a look at his record at Scottsville itself. I think he's had 10 starts here. He's yet to hit the board in the winner's enclosure, that is, but he could run a place. He's in cracking form at the moment. Let's just touch on that form line of Al Dante. We obviously saw Quest for the Best come out to win again, and there was one other winner, Tribute to You. So let's be with that combination today.
Yeah, the very well-named Tribute to You, who certainly was well-named by the connections and won a cracking race. All right, so we're going to go straight into the selections over here. It is the first leg of the jackpot, and I see 3, 4, and 5 for Daryl Marie in the first leg. I just want to go back to Daryl. Yes. I see you've only gone the 3 horses.
The 5 was originally my first pick, but he's come out. So hopefully Al Dante does start side favourite, and we can double up.
Okay, so 3, 4, 5. We know the 5 has been scratched. Cherokee Trail. Second leg 1, 3, 4, 7, 9. By 3, 4, and 9. By 3, 4, 5, 8, and 9. The spend 225 Rand, and you need to make sure that you're on by 20 past 2. Start of jackpot 2. It's now in race number 5, and I see this race goes off at 14.55, all things being equal. 3-1 favourites. Number 3 Zuberi, 4 Cavaliers at 5-1, 9 Bend the Rules at 5-1, and at 6-1 and better bar those. I don't think it's a straightforward race. I'm going to go and chat to Daryl Marie to see if he can help us. Zuberi at about 3-1. Is this your first choice?
He's my third pick, Brandon. He's an improving young sort. You can't ignore him whatsoever. I mean, he's going to run another bold race. Cavalieri catches the eye here. Now, last time out, he contested a much stronger lineup, far from disgraced, and you can see he was staying on over the 1400. He now goes a mile, and I think with Ant Mkhutwa in the irons, he's a patient rider, so he'll be produced late in a small field. I think he's the horse to beat. I had a look at number 1 over here, Forest Jump. Now, his recent form has been on the poly track. But if you have a look at his course and distance runs over here, he's had 1 start for 1 victory. On that occasion, it happened to be his maiden win, and he won by 6 lengths. So I think with that apprentice from a 1 draw, he could be the joke in the pack over here. So healthy, respectful Forest Jump. But then you also got the likes of number 7 Master to be. He's a Scottsville specialist. And number 9 Bend the Rules, who's much better than his later start because he didn't get handy on that occasion. So although I'm going 4-1-3, the race certainly doesn't stop there.
It's a very open race. I don't like the look of it, and I think Daryl Marie will agree with me on that. Let's go and see what we're doing with selections. It is the start of jackpot 2. 14.55 is the off time. It's over 1600. 1, 3, 4, 7, 9 for Daryl Marie in the first leg. Second leg 3, 4, and 9. Third leg 3, 4, 5, 8, and 9. And the last leg we're going skinny 2 and 3, and the spend's only 150 Rand. Let's move along. We go to race number 6. This is over 1750 meters. It's off at 3:30. There has been a scratching. Number 7 has come out. So just update your publications. The 7 is a scratching over here. Let's call up the market, see what they're doing. Favorites, early favorites, number 9 at 28-10. The 1 Rain Wears at 4-1. And it's 9-2 and better bar those. We go straight to Daryl Marie to see what he likes over here. 28-10, Maria Carolina, number 9. I know a horse that they've always thought quite a bit of. What are we doing here, Dad?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can see Keegan DeMello gets on extremely well with this mare. That stable's turned now. They're starting to have winners again. She's having her peak run. Last time out over the 1500, Brandon, she looked in trouble at the top of the straights, and she stayed on extremely well. So I think she's going to appreciate the 1750. 1 for the shortlist. Then have a look at Dance Me Lord. Now, last time out, it was a very tactical ride that got her into the winner's enclosure. It was a great ride. She did pick up a hefty penalty on that occasion. I think she got 3 kilograms. But you can see on her earlier form, she was competitive for a higher rating. So I don't think that's going to rule her out. But if you fancy her chances, have a look at number 3 over here. Chelsea Flower on the 9th of November on the electric, the electric surge run. She's 6 kilograms better off with Dance Me Lord for a length beating. So I'm going to say number 3 could possibly be the each way value.
So Chelsea Flower, the 4-year-old Bay filly, might just be the value over here for Daryl Marie. I just want to call up the price of that one. Chelsea Flower at the moment trading 7-1, so there's definitely some value to be had. Let's go and have a look at what we're doing in terms of selections. It is race number 6, and it goes off at 3:30. Daryl Marie gone a place over here on number 3, Chelsea Flower. Like I said, early price is 7-1. I think after Daryl gets hold of it, might just shorten up into favourite. Who knows? Very shrewd is Daryl Marie. All right, so make sure you're on by 3:30. It is over 1750 metres. We move along to the staying trips. It is the penultimate on today's 8-race program. And I see number 5, With Pleasure. A horse that's in good form at the moment is your early favourites at 4-1. The 8, Cape Town Beauty at 5-1. 4, Twice Golden's at about 5-1 in the markets. And at 6-1 about Papa C. 7-1 in Better Bar Those. Daryl's here to help us. Daryl, very tricky race. I know when it comes to these staying races, pace is always crucial. This horse, Twice Golden, certainly knows how to hit the line, and for me was the value.
Yeah, he is a 6-year-old, so he's not one that you can take with a lot of confidence. But you know, at Scottsville of year, Brandon, he's at his best, and he'll be finishing off strongly. I watched that latest replay, and this filly, number 8, Cape Town Beauty, was extremely unlucky. She got done twice in the running. I think she would have beaten all of those that finished ahead of her, and now she's 2.5 kilograms better off. So I think she'll be given a chance in running, and she'll be doing her best work late too. Then you got the likes of number 3 of Yasaber Time. It was a great preparation run last time out of a distance too short. When he gets handy or goes to the front, he can keep galloping. So with Jason Gates, you know, he likes to...
Good ride, Jason. Yeah, he's a very good rider.
But he's mounting contention, and I'm going to say he'll run a much improved race. So it's tricky, but I'm favouring 3, 4, 5, and 8.
In that order?
No, 8. 8's probably my topic, strictly on what happened to her last time.
Okay. All right, so Cape Town Beauty with a very informed Rachel Venica, who's still on cloud 9 after riding 2 very good races on Guinea's Day. And yeah, all the best to Rachel. Let's go and see what we're doing in terms of selections. It's the penultimate race. It's race number 7, Trifecta Boxed for Daryl Marie. He's gone 3, 4, 5, 8 and 9. 3, 4, 5, 8 and 9, and that's going to cost you 60 Rand. So we're on to the lucky last race. Last race goes off at 16:35. We up the straight. It's over 1,200 meters. Again, we just want to remind you about that social media strap. Pop us a message. We'd love to engage with you. And hopefully by this time, we've tipped you a few winners. And you can have a full go in the lucky last out at Hollywood Bet Scottsville. All right, so what we're going to do quickly is have a look at the market. And then we'll chat to Daryl Marie and see what he likes. 5-2, number 2, France Lahan. 3, Strawberry Bears at 15-4. Just a guy, things at about 9-2, and you can get 7-1 in Better Bar Those. Something tells me that Daryl Marie likes France Laha over here. I've been chatting about this horse all morning. He's had a big smile, and you're big on this horse today?
Because he's back at Scottsville, Brandon. His debut over here was very, very impressive. He turned it on like you can't believe on that occasion. He went past them like a wet sail. But since then, he has been disappointing, and I don't know if it's because he's been racing around the bend. But last time out on the poly track, the 1,000 meters was too quick for him. Penultimate start, he gave the winner a lot of weight on that occasion, 5.5 kilograms. So let's see how he goes now that he's back up the Scottsville Straight. Over 1,200, I think that is another positive in his favour. So I'm going into this race fairly bullish, but I must just tell the viewers out there, the word is out, number 3, Strawberry Bear is fancied, and they're expecting a bold effort. He's having his first run as a gelding. He's got course and distance form, and he's an improving son of Flying the Flag. So I'm tipping 2, confident of here, but now I do have respect for the 3. So 2 from 3, I'm not willing to look past the 2 of them, Brandon. I think they'll fight it out.
Okay, yeah. France Lahar, very talented horse. He's back at Scottsville. He's back up the straight, and that could be key over here. But like Daryl says, the word is out that they do fancy Strawberry Bear to run a cracker today. So perhaps you want to include this one into your play as well. Let's go and have a look at these selections. Let's see what we're doing for the lucky last. A big thank you to Daryl Marie, obviously, for all his hard work. He's gone France Lahar over here. Win 5-2 is the current price, and the race goes off at about 16.35, and we up the straight. It's over 1,200 meters.